Hey, Scorpio, intuitive soul coach here with your January 17th full wolf moon reading. So welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we're going to dive into the collective energy of Scorpio and take a look at where your energy is at around this full moon in January. We'll take a look at the accomplishments or celebrations coming in for you, or any obstacles that you may be navigating through. We'll take a look at your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths, along with messages from Spirit. We'll also see how you've grown during this moon cycle and steps that you can take to continue growing on your soul's journey. So just a friendly reminder, this is a general reading. Please do take what resonates, Scorpio, and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. So a little bit about this full wolf moon showing up here on the 17th or 18th, depending on your location. This moon is all about transformation. It is about reflection and releasing what doesn't serve you any longer, and how you can move forward and bring more abundance, more success, and realign your priorities. So I feel a lot of you will be reevaluating what your goals are, what your priorities are for the year 2022, and really setting a strong action plan on how to continue moving forward in the year to achieve the desires and goals that you wish. So let's take a look and see where your energy is at here. We have Pisces energy showing up here. You may have Pisces in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Pisces, but it does talk about honoring your feelings. So this is about paying attention to the feelings that you have, because they are very real. Scorpio, you may be the kind of person that really suppresses and pushes down emotions at times, whether you are aware of this consciously or not. This could be regarding a job or a career that you are just trying to fill the void or fill a space by working and working and working, even if it's a job you don't necessarily love. This can be a relationship that feelings may be coming up here, especially as we go into retrograde season here. A lot of past things may be coming up to do some healing. Now, this can be childhood trauma or issues. This can be relationships. This can be the divine really connecting and having you listen to the channel messages that may be coming through your crown chakra for you to pay attention to. They may be coming up again for a reason. And if they do, don't shove them aside or suppress them or numb them because you're thinking, oh, I've healed that area of my life. It may be showing up for a reason. So definitely honor your feelings around this full moon energy. And next up, we have take inspired action, Virgo energy here. So you, again, may have Virgo in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Virgo. But this is about really setting the plans that you have set for yourself for 2022 and beyond into action. So there's some sort of, again, stagnancy or prolonged energy. If you were the kind of person, Scorpio, that did have a little bit of a later start to 2022 here, this could be you finally taking action with the plans that you've wanted to reinforce. And you're finally making movement. The second half of January may still be a little bit slower. It's a time for reevaluating, rejuvenating, and reinventing all those right? All the reasons for you to move forward. And I feel February on out will be a lot more motivated, a lot more of that determination and persistence to move forward. So this is about you really setting that plan and into action here. So get ready, because you are going to move towards something here that you feel inspired about. So let's dive into your reading here, Scorpio, and take a look at where your energy is at. We'll take a look at the accomplishments and successes that may be showing up for you, along with what it is you're going through as far as obstacles and how we can navigate through them. How would you like this, Spirit? Okay, thank you. All right. So right away here, we do have the Two of Swords energy. This is really great, because this is kind of what I was talking about here as far as really reevaluating and really reflecting on what you want to do moving forward. The Two of Swords energy is about having a choice. And when this card shows up, the energy is, you know what to do here, but you may be walking into something blindly, or you may think you don't know the answer, but you really do. You can see that she's wearing a blindfold and she's throwing one of her swords here at the bullseye, but she's not going to hit the bullseye unless she takes off that blindfold. And this is about you doing the right thing. And if you're questioning, well, which one is the right thing? Do I stay? Do I leave? Do I quit my job? Do I move to this job? Do I stay in this relationship? Or do I move physically? I always say flip a coin. Heads, yes, you leave. Tails, no, you stay. And if you are disappointed in whatever outcome shows up for you, then you know it was the opposite one that you really wanted to take action on. So again, this is saying that you know what to do about a situation, but you may not be feeling like that is the clear answer for yourself. So I would say definitely flip the coin. If there's a situation, if you feel you are in a conundrum here, really check in and bring clarity. Honor those feelings, because your logical mind and your emotional mind here may be very imbalanced. So this is saying check in with those emotions. Don't just think about something logically and cut off something else. If something is stemming from the heart chakra here, I would say go with that decision here. Go with the decision from the heart. Next up, regarding the energies of successes, we have the Five of Swords. So this is really good here as far as accomplishment, because there may have been a situation where other people or even yourself wanted to win at all costs. Maybe you wanted to really be the one that stood out here, but you may have had to step on other people's toes, or maybe other people had to step on toes instead of working together. And what this is saying is you're finally figuring out a way to work together. This could be in your relationships here, instead of constantly going back and forth and feeling the conflict or battle. This is about choosing your battles and knowing when to walk away. But even better yet, knowing that working together will bring a greater outcome here. So if this is conflict at the workplace, or if this is conflict in any area of your life, this is saying that you're deciding to make a team effort here, or to find a solution and how to work together. You can see in this imagery here that she feels very happy because her spell worked, and she's all up in a good time. But what she's not seeing is how it may have hurt her other two friends here, because there was no teamwork. And so that may be the energy of you or someone else here. But again, we are clarifying the success here, Scorpio. So I feel like you're finally coming together to create and build something, whether this is your energy or someone else's. It doesn't matter, because it's about coming together as one to create something even better. Let's take a look at the obstacles, and it looks like you have a few showing up here, but how you are navigating through them, and there will be success in them. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you, this is your home life. This is regarding your stability. The Ten of Pentacles is one of those cards that says you kind of have everything here, or you're working towards having everything. That is one of your goals, your dreams. I mean, it's everybody's, right? But the Ten of Pentacles is about material abundance. It's about wealth and prosperity, possibly even building a legacy. You may be building a business that you can leave behind to your children, or that'll be very financially lucrative to pass on generation after generation here. The Ten of Pentacles is very powerful because it does talk about financial security, family ties, inheritance. It says pretty much you can have your cake and eat it too, but it's because the king and queen have worked together to create this life. And I feel like some of you, there may have been an issue where there could have been possibly challenges within the home. Let's take a look at these other cards as well. We have the Nine of Swords and the Page of Wands. Yes. So Nine of Swords here is saying that there was a situation possibly within the home or your stability. Could have been money. Could have been finances. Some of you, they're talking about even taxes or something with money being even taken away a little bit, or maybe some sort of inheritance taken away. But this is about you stressing and you staying awake at night, thinking about how to fix the situation. You even having anxiety, maybe even a little bit of depression or fear or worry. And the final card here is the Page of Wands. So what this is saying here is there is a new opportunity showing up here with the Page of Wands. It's a new energy to really use that creative spark. And that's what you have here regarding this moon energy. Take inspired action. So a lot of you are going to figure out a solution Work with other people. It could be one other person. It could be even working with yourself. This conflict showing up here with the Five of Swords, typically it is other people, but it certainly can be your own mental conflict kind of going back and forth, especially because you do have a decision to make here for yourself. We also have the Page of Wands showing up. I feel like you will find a solution is what this is saying, to bring balance, to bring stability, and to bring more emotional and physical security to your life. This is about building, again, that legacy, being all in, building a solid life. For those of you that are looking for a new job opportunity, or if you're looking to grow a hobby, or you're wondering about your finances and how you can have that dream life here, you're going to really open yourself up to bringing in the clarity of the divine channeled messages that are coming through for you. They're really highlighting February. This reading is good for, it can be the entire month of January. It can be 2 weeks prior or before the full moon, or it can be even the 17th, 18th of January to the 17th, 18th of February. And I'm kind of getting that February vibe coming in, where the beginning of February for you, Scorpio, is when you're going to have almost that Ace of Swords energy aha moment, whether that's through your own higher self is speaking to you and you're paying attention by honoring those feelings. There's something here that really is going to spark your creative interest, and I feel it will bring a lot more stability and happiness towards you. You will find a solution to the problem that you are inquiring about here, and I feel like you'll make a decision based on clarity, not blindfolded here. So this is really powerful for you right away. But let's dive in and take a look at your untapped spiritual gifts, Scorpio, and we'll take a look at your greatest strengths. So what do we have for untapped spiritual gifts? So we have 3 of them that showed up here in this area that came out right away. So what this is telling me for you, Scorpio. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Guinevere. They're giving me the name Guinevere. So that could be your name. Maybe you just watched a TV show with Guinevere, or maybe you just heard that on the radio as I'm talking. Please take it as it resonates. But Guinevere is showing up quite strong. Maybe it's past life ties with Guinevere. Take it as it resonates. I'd love to hear in the comments if it does for you. But what this is saying to me is we're clarifying your untapped spiritual gifts. So because you have so many cards that came up, 4 in this area, and you have 1 in your greatest strengths, means that there are a lot of gifts that you're starting to tap into that you have way more power than you even recognize or realize here, Scorpio. So let's take a look. We have the Fool. This is really great. Untapped spiritual gifts. It's saying that you have the energy, you have the spiritual and divine guidance here to take these leap of faiths into these new beginnings. You can see here in this card that she has her hands up in the air. She's ready. She knows that if she jumps, even if she starts to fall, that broomstick's going to carry her. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting for you, is you're finally able to trust, or this is something you're moving into, is finally trusting that regardless of which choice you make, you're making a choice, and you have that decision. You have that ability to make a choice. And a lot of times people forget that. And therefore they stay stagnant, or they stay stuck in a situation. But your untapped gift here is the Fool energy, which does say that you are finally stepping into an energy of taking a chance on your life, having a fresh start here. Next we have the Devil. So this is great showing up as your untapped gift, because it says that anything in your life that is tempting you and holding you back on your soul's journey here, Scorpio. Now this can be a multitude of things, and the devil isn't necessarily, this evil dark entity that comes in and takes over, which is what some people think of the devil. Mostly the devil is created in our own mind. We create this devil energy, and it's hard to get out of this pattern sometimes. Now this can be addictions. It can be obsessions, lies, manipulation, codependency, materialism. It can be overeating, over shopping. I mean, every single person, and any person that tells you that, oh, I've never encountered any of this devil energy, is blowing smoke up your butt, because we all have those traits here, but it's about, again, a choice. So I feel like if you have something in your life that may be holding you back here. Your untapped spiritual gift is releasing whatever is holding you back and moving forward, getting rid of this toxicity. Now, this can be a relationship. This can be a career that's toxic to you, or a job. This can be family members that you felt stuck in. They're actually giving me a pattern of familia, or, family ties or cycles that you've been connected to for a while, and you're wanting to break free from that. That is something you maybe have that lesson in this lifetime to do here, Scorpio. Next is the Hierophant. This is beautiful as we're clarifying your untapped spiritual gift, because this is about divine guidance. So there's a natural healer within you. Now, this can be you being the teacher. I always say the quote here, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Maybe this is some sort of metaphysical or holistic studies. Maybe you're learning yoga, as you can see she's teaching here in this card. Perhaps this is you learning a new meditation technique or healing modality. This could be more mindfulness. This is any spiritual practice, but it can be a physical educational practice as well, or a traditional educational practice. Maybe you're going back to school for something. Maybe you wanted to always do something and thought, oh, I'm too old, or I don't have the funds. They're saying that you have this untapped ability to continue learning. And some of you may have a limiting belief that you've already peaked, or you've already learned all that you need to. This is about continuing to learn and move forward. Take the course, even take that vacation, travel. There's always learning opportunities in everything that you do here, Scorpio. So very powerful. And then next up in your untapped spiritual gifts, we have the Five of Cups. I enjoy the energy of this card, because it's saying, again, you have a choice. Do you want to see the negative side of life? For example, I always feel, don't cry over spilt milk. Do you want to see the milk that's in front of you here? Or do you want to realize that, it's a little bit of milk. I can clean it up. I still have a whole gallon of milk next to me. This is about, maybe you were supposed to go on vacation and your flight got canceled and delayed, and you're really upset, and that's all you can focus on the rest of your vacation. Or do you want to say, you know what, I am on this beautiful beach here. The sun is shining. Yeah, I got delayed by, a few hours or a day, but I'm still with the people that I love, and I'm still having a wonderful time, and I'm still able to get away. So this is seeing the optimism of a situation instead of just focusing on the negative. And if you are the kind of person that sometimes does tend to sit in that negative a little longer, I feel like you're finally shifting the energy of seeing the brighter side of things. Now let's take a look at your greatest strength. Nine of Wands. Beautiful. You're the wounded warrior here. This is wounded warrior spirit or energy. But this is saying that your greatest strength is you have that final push, Scorpio. You have the determination, the motivation to get through any difficulties in your life, to stay disciplined, to stay persistent here. You have the strength. And it's saying, again, you're a lot stronger than you think. And the things that have brought you down in life have only made you a stronger version of yourself. So very powerful strengths and gifts here. All right, we're going to get a message from Spirit. Spirit, what do you have for Scorpio showing up for this full moon energy? Thank you. We have ground yourself. We have relationships, and we have find your center. Okay, so grounding yourself and finding your center is really about honoring those feelings and coming home to yourself. So grounding yourself. Being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect to the divine source. So if a lot of you felt a little bit airy or a little bit in your head, like I mentioned in the very beginning here, this is about you finding some sort of practice where you can unwind, release some of that mental conflict that you have going on in your mind. Next, we have relationships. This can be romantic, it can be family, it can be coworkers, it can be any sort of relationship that you have in your life. Relationships are just mirror images of our own life. They're actually just told me or lack of. So if you are the type of person, Scorpio, that maybe you don't have a lot of relationships, and that's something that's really been bothering you lately because you want that connection. What Spirit is saying here is, what is the relationship that you have with yourself? Look at yourself. So again here, relationships are just mirror images of our own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you treat and react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. That's what I was saying earlier with that Hierophant card. Every opportunity you can learn and grow from. So take a look at the surroundings. Take a look at the people that you are putting your energy into. Is it worth the soul growth, or have you already learned a lesson here? Find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So double cards here from Spirit talking about getting in touch with yourself. I feel if you are able to really connect, you'll be able to hear the divine messages that are coming through from Spirit on how to move forward in whatever direction you want to go here. Now, the next area we're going to clarify is how have you grown during this moon cycle? And as I was setting the cards down here, this really crazily flipped up, and I don't think you caught it on camera here because it was over here, but it's the King of Cups, which is quite beautiful energy. When we're clarifying how you've grown during this cycle, I feel like this is about you evolving emotionally as well, but this is saying that you don't have to kind of be on your own island. And you can see in this card, this king, he's taking everything he has and sitting on its own island. But you don't have to sit by yourself. You can bring people to your island here. You can invite them out to your island. It's saying maybe even open up your heart a little bit more. And even though the King of Cups is one of the kings that are, can be the most loving, at times they may put up a shield or a wall around themselves, in this case an island, because they don't want to be hurt, or they're kind of keeping people at a distance. They think logically yet emotionally as well. But the King of Cups is someone who's very loving and very supportive if he supports your cause or supports what it is that you are bringing to him. Are you worthy of respect? Are you worthy of having his support and love here? So this is a very beautiful energy of getting in touch with your emotions. And I feel like that is how you've grown. And that is really the focus or the theme of this full moon, is really getting in touch with your emotions and not singling either yourself out or singling other people out here as well. All right, let's get one more card to clarify how you have grown during this moon cycle. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Three of Swords. This is really good. I'm glad that this is showing up almost like in a past position, because it's saying that if you have been through heartbreak, if you've been through a loss, separation, third party, cheating, rejection is God's protection here, but it's also for healing, growth, and soul's abundance here. So whatever issues that you felt heartbroken or felt like something was missing, it may still be showing up in your life on how you react and talk to others. So when the Three of Swords does come up in the past, it's just a reminder to not let the world harden you, okay? And I feel like that's how you've grown, is you're finally starting to open up to situations that may bring more love, more peace, more happiness. So again, that may be why you're standing out on the island by yourself here with this King of Cups, because there was a situation that hurt you. And you can see here, they're actually highlighting, and they're right, beautiful. There's a mermaid in the background here. And there's a cat who's enjoying the fish, and there's dolphins, which represent happiness. So I feel like there is happiness all around you. And the growth is to opening yourself up to that happiness once again. So very beautiful here, Scorpio. And it may be a limiting belief within you. I mean, this could be a mental block. This can be because of a situation that's hurt you in the past, and on a subconscious level, you may be having your hand up, even not realizing your wall up, that's not allowing love necessarily to come in. Now let's take a look at the steps that you can take to continue on your soul's journey. The Emperor. Yes, this is taking the lead. This is beautiful. Taking charge of your life here. This is exactly what this moon card is, and I love it. It's showing up in your final energy here, is taking inspired action. So the Emperor here doesn't only take inspired action, he takes logical action, he takes emotional action, he takes everything into consideration, but he doesn't get there by a fluke. It doesn't happen overnight. It's something that he has spent years and years and years building up his empire, or stepping into that boss energy here. So I feel like you can get there. Whatever it is that you really want to stand out, or have people look at you with respect and dignity, and feel honored and loyal and trustworthy, because you can see that there's a German Shepherd sitting next to him right now, or laying next to him. There's a map of a scroll, and he's holding on to his staff here, and he's feeling good. He has a cat on his lap, but he also has a look of nobility on him, and I feel like he's willing to help. This is your energy as well. This can even be somebody else's energy that has a lot of the traits of the Emperor here showing up. But the Emperor doesn't mess around. When he has his mind set to something, he goes forward. So I would say that if there is any devil energy showing up for you, again, whether it's traits or whether it's people or relationships, try to work on releasing whatever that is, so something can grow and thrive. And if you can continue to take those action steps and continue to move forward with progress, even if it's baby steps, it's saying that you will get there, but continue to move forward and take that inspired action. So really beautiful here. Let's get a message from the Sacred Rebel Oracle. This is a new deck I just got. I absolutely love the artwork. And by the way, Scorpio, if any of you are interested in any of the cards that I do use during the readings, you can find the information in the description box. Okay, yes. This card says restore and replenish. Remember in the very beginning of your reading, I said all of the REs, all of those words showing up, especially because we're going through this retrograde phase here. Restore and replenish. So this can be you doing that healing, re-evaluating your life, re-examining and re-exploring. And that's exactly what this is saying here. But it's talking about going inward, finding your center. Even though that this energy is cocooned here on the ground, this is grounding as well. But nurturing and taking care of your wonderful heart, Scorpio, is very important. So if there is a situation where you've been not taking the best care of yourself here, maybe it's through sleep. Maybe you're not getting enough rest. Maybe you are not eating the right foods, or you're putting the wrong energies in front of you here. It's saying replenish your soul, because there are big things coming in for you. You will be taking action here. You will be trusting your emotions and your intuition. And I feel like you will be moving forward in a new area of your life. So restore and replenish is going to be very powerful for you during this full moon, because again, the beginning of February, you will be taking action. So use the rest of January to kind of feel, get your energy back together is what I would say here. If you've been feeling, again, all out of sorts, or maybe very busy, or you've just not been taking care of yourself, use the rest of the month, if you're watching this in January, to just take care of yourself, get some downtime here, honor your feelings, bring clarity to your life here regarding a decision. So at the beginning of February, you can take that inspired action. All right, Scorpio, that is what I have for your full moon reading in January 17th or 18th, depending on your location. I hope this resonates with you. If so, please feel free to hit that like button, comment, share, or subscribe if you haven't already. And I am sending all of you wonderful Scorpios a lot of love and light. Till next time.